face? How's this angle? How's this light? Everyone good? Is there a reason it's not focusing? Come here, Ralph. Hey. Hi. I apologise that I've not uploaded for 2 weeks because I've been absolutely rubbish. But as I'm going to discuss in this video, it is to do with mental health. Reason as to why I've not been uploading. Ignore the Thursday thing. I clearly can't stick to it. I'm just going to upload as and when. I owe you 2 videos, so that's what you're going to get. Which is why I'm going to be in the same outfit. I'm not just like I have other clothes. So yeah, basically mental health. I personally suffer from clinical depression, anxiety. It's been going on about 2 or 3 years now, maybe more. Set off from environment reasons, like environmental, but obviously things change now. I want to discuss it because I think it's quite important. I apologise actually. First of all, let me apologise because the camera isn't focusing. I'm having mega issues and I just can't be bothered. I just wanted to get the video out there for a bit of a discussion. I'm also standing up when doing it because I feel like it's empowering. But yeah, mental health. So I'm not a mental health expert. This is just me and what I have been through, my counselling, my medication. I just wanted to discuss it. So with my depression, I didn't really know what it was. I was not familiar with the symptoms or anything, and it kind of got to a point where I was sleeping a lot. My weight dropped drastically. I was in a constant mood, and I literally didn't get out of bed. I wasn't brushing my hair, I wasn't brushing my teeth, personal hygiene had basically gone out the window. Now I didn't realise these were signs of depression. And one day it sort of occurred to me, it sounds silly but let's Google it. Googled it and I was like, okay, Christ, I need to make an appointment. So made an appointment with my GP and they prescribed some medication and they were like, yeah, this sounds like depression, take your tablets, come back in 2 weeks, we'll have a chat. You know, I didn't take my meds. I was just like, no, I don't need these. And that just spiraled me out of control. You know, I didn't feel well enough to be in work. I was just a bit of a mess. Now, this, again, my personal opinion, what you need to do is go and see a GP. You need to speak to friends, speak to family. You need to go to counselling, like anything. Luckily, I live in England and we've got the amazing NHS. Cannot praise them enough. Like, they've done so much. That's what I can advise. Go and see people. I know it's difficult and I was like, oh, this is going to sound daft, you know, like people will be like, what are you suffering from mental health for? It happens to the best of us. Again, it can be environmental, it can be different reasons, but just go and see someone. That's all I can advise. I'm currently on 200mg and anti-anxiety meds, and I do group counselling, which has helped, you know, cognitive behaviour therapy, which is something that's really useful. So they sort of teach you how to deal with your sleeping pattern, how to do different things. Now, I've met some really lovely people the last few months and they have been through the same things. They are suffering through either depression, anxiety. Now they are sort of stages ahead of me. And one of the girls I met actually told me to do a diary. So she actually bought me, I'll show you, like a lockable diary. I know, it's hilarious. But yeah, it's a lockable diary. I literally put all my thoughts and feelings in there, any negative things that have happened, any positive things that have happened. I put my weight in there, I put everything in there. Just to get it out there on paper is a really good thing to do because sometimes you feel you can't speak to anyone. That's a good tip. I wanted to just discuss and sort of tell people that I found it easy to talk to doctors, talk to medical professionals, talk to family members, friends. You don't realise the amount of people that suffer from mental health, low mood, anxiety until you start speaking to people. It's interesting, and you know, never feel like you should be embarrassed. It gets to a point, don't get to the point where you feel so low that you're telling your mum that you need to hide medication. Don't get to that point. Don't get to the point where you're making irrational, silly mistakes, driving too fast, drinking too much, or either overeating or undereating, not sleeping, then staying in bed too long. These are all what I have suffered with, and from someone I feel like I'm recovering. I'm not there yet, it's going to take a while, let's be honest. just from somebody who's been there and is currently going through it, please speak to someone. It's the best thing I can advise. Speak to me. I'm not an expert, but I've been there. If I can at least help one person, then I've done my duty in life. You need to look out for yourself. You are your #1 priority, and sometimes you've got to be a little selfish to get better. Just take that into consideration. But yeah, this is another reason my videos are really late, and I do apologise. The NHS are really good. I'm just looking at so I got referred, well, the doctor told me to refer myself through something called Healthy Minds, which have been really useful. Everything's confidential with it being the NHS, don't be scared you can't talk to them. But they're really good, so they basically do workshops, which is good because you can speak to people of all different ages, backgrounds, everything. I do mine every Thursday, but it's really useful. Like, look, they give you things on sleep hygiene and they give you workshops to do, and it's really useful. So that's just something else to look into if you're struggling. And if you're feeling to a point where you may want to harm yourself, please go to, ring Samaritans, ring. I'm gonna link some of the numbers down on this video, just because some people don't know where to turn. I had no idea. I'm gonna link to some of these emergency services. Even A&E, if you went to A&E and said, I'm going to harm myself, I've got feelings, go. Like, don't ever feel that they would judge you, because that's what they're there for. That's all I want to speak to people about. Just get the help, like speak to friends, family members, colleagues. It's more common than you realise. So, I'm really sorry this video's late. I needed to explain mental health is the reason why I personally suffer. So yeah, I'm really sorry. But I'm going to upload a funny one anyway, in a moment, and then hopefully you'll see it. But put a smile on my face. Hope you enjoyed this video. Any sort of questions, links to, again, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff is down below. Or even if you want to message me personally, do it. Sorry, it's a bit of a serious video, this, isn't it? But that's why I'm going to do a funny one. But yeah, it's nice to see you all. I will try and get back to my usual vlogging self. You are all okay, and see you later.